So for those of you in tech class today, you guys are going to do some significant work on your Afghanistan research website project. Okay, so you are not allowed to listen to music. I want to make it very clear that everyone is responsible for their own website. So you're not going to be sending your notes to another group member. You are going to be putting together your own website. If you want to know what you're supposed to do or what I expect, you should refer to your rubric because that has everything laid out on it. You're just concentrating on your individual website today. So don't worry about your group website, worry about your own website. And use the sample page to see what an ideal individual website should look like. So there's a sample page on our Weebly website, and that's the one I made up, and that's kind of the ideal website that I'm looking for. So we'll go into that. So again, you're going to go to Weebly.com. Here's our screen name and our password. Things you should keep handy while you're working on this, and this is while you're working on it today in class, or if you're going to be working on it over Thanksgiving break. Things to keep handy are this video, so maybe don't close the video when you start working on it because you might have a question or you might not remember what I said. So pause the video and do your website work along with the video. If you keep the sample page up, that would be helpful. And if you have your rubric with your website expectations on it, that would really help you as well. That's going to guarantee you an A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that sample page up. Yeah, so let's do that. So I'm going to go to www.weebly.com. Wait for that to load. Okay, most of you know how to log in. For those of you that don't, you just hit this login button up here. Again, Alicia_Tapia at demiriac.org. Password is DMA Tech 7. Is that what it was? No, I'm sorry. DMA 2014 asterisk login. Now this is what we want to edit. Okay. So I think what you guys should all keep handy is this sample page. If you just go over that, and if you don't click on it, if you right click and open it in a new tab, you'll always have this handy. This is your ideal website. Or not. Let's see. Let me click on that. Okay, so make sure you just have this web page up, okay? So what I expect from you guys soon, hopefully, because we don't have much time to be doing this. Do you have a title? Did you write your name? That is super easy for you to do. So what you need to do is find your page. So say, for example, I'm in charge of famous people. Okay. Everyone is in charge of their own page. Do not mess with other people's pages. In the title bracket, or let's say I want to bring down a new paragraph with a picture, because that's going to look nice. All you have to do is famous people from Afghanistan. Press enter, hit your name by whatever your name is. Okay, and then here you're going to type in more text. These are going to be your central ideas. Say she wants a picture of someone famous. Well, I know that there's a famous poet, Rumi, from Afghanistan, and let's see what kind of images we can find. This looks like a good one here. I'm just going to save it. Remember where you save your images. Save. And then I click on that image. I can upload it. Most of you know how to do this already. Open it, and it will show up. Okay, that's gonna look really good. Remember that your images need to extend meaning or clarify your topic. So it needs to be relevant. You guys can also change this picture up here. So for example, I just hover over the image, you hit edit image, and you can find an image. Let's say I want to use this one, for example, and you can change this. So you're gonna have, this image is gonna, you need to spread it out, and sometimes you might lose resolution, so try to find a big image that won't lose too much resolution. If you're looking in images, you can go to search tools up here, or search tools, and you can hit, make sure it's like a large size. And then you can save one of these large pictures and not lose resolution. So I'm going to just do that here, for example. Let's say I don't like this image, actually. Add image, upload. Where is it? This one. So you're going to lose some of the image, but it's okay because it's just your banner. And then press OK. Then you have to save it. So this is the hard part, or this is where you need to be careful. Don't just hit save. Hit this drop down menu, this page only. Make sure you only save it to your page. It's very important. Okay. So let's see what else I need to do. I wrote my name. Then I have my summary. Is it in my own words? Do I use supporting quotations? So basically, you guys have been doing a lot of research already. You know quite a bit about your subject. I want you to write it in your own words. Maybe just put in some bullet points. Maybe for this one, for example, Helen would only name 4 really important or famous people from Afghanistan, and just she can write bullet points on it. So she could say Rumi was, I don't know, famous Afghan poet, and then talk more about that. If you have something you don't want there, say you put like a button here and you're like, oh, I didn't really mean to do that. If you hover over that element, you can exit out and it will ask you if you want to delete it. In order to save whatever work you've done on this website, you have to hit publish. It's kind of like saving. It's just like saving, actually. And then you can go back and look and make sure that it's what you want. Okay. Let's see, what else do you guys need to do? So you need to summarize your main ideas. We're gonna perfect that a little bit more in class on Monday. So, but please just write what you know already. This one here about, do you use supporting quotations? Do they eliminate your ideas? So a lot of you have some sources already. And what I mean by do you cite your sources or do you use quotations is I want you to mention your source. So if you say that there are, I don't know, if you say that, let's say for example here, I know according to OpenNet Initiative, which is one of my sources here, I know that the Taliban banned the use of the internet in 2001. So give credit to that source because you would not have known it on your own. So be sure you're doing that. We can go over this a little bit more in class. I know that's a hard concept to practice, but that's what this is. This is practice. Okay, do you have 2 to 3 images on your website? I've kind of showed you how to do that. Do you have a works cited section? Do you have at least 2 sources, and are they in MLA format? Well, let's see. I'm going to use Vince's as an example. So Vince has land use. And he did a great job. If you guys need to know how to do something, obviously you can ask Vince. But this here is a little unacceptable. Sorry, Vince, I'm just using you as an example. But it says, couldn't find the creators, only got the links. First of all, we need to give this part a title. So we could call it Works Cited. And I mean, what you need to do is you need to get that URL, copy that URL, and you're going to go to easybib.com. So easybib.com. I know I'm going really fast, but this is why it's useful to keep the video up so you can refer back to it. Once you get to this website, if you're using a website, copy and paste that in there, cite it, give it a while. It says the author here is missing. Or, you know, pay attention to what they're saying here. So it's saying this is really long. I think that's fine. The author of the website. Let's see who the author of that website is. I don't know. And I can tell you my alarm's going off right now because this is asking me for money. So this might not be a very good source. And also, if you can't find who wrote it, you kind of want to look into that. I know a lot of you have been using Wikipedia, and I do admit it is useful, but let me tell you how to cite your source properly. So say, for example, I'm looking at education in Afghanistan, and it's saying here that there are 82,000 students enrolled in different universities around the country. I can click on that little footnote. It'll take me to the bottom of the page and to the direct link that Wikipedia has. You want to check these links because not all of them work. So I could use this as the source because this is where Wikipedia got it from. And I know it's from a reliable source. It's from usaid.gov. Okay. So anyway, just using this one as an example, if you create the citation, you then copy and paste this into your website. Where is it? So I would get rid of that and just copy that one in. And I would do that for the following ones too. Again, to save your changes, hit publish, and that should be that. We're going to go over this more in class on Monday, but I want you guys to, if you can do it now, just start doing it. Also, a thing about EasyBib, if you're citing a source out of a book that's there, sitting there, you guys should really use those books. Use those books that I got there for Afghanistan. Don't take them home, but if you're using them, you want to hit book. Actually, we'll go over that more in class, but please just work on your website. Make sure you save your changes. Refer to your rubric. So let's see what we have here. What I'm going to be looking for is significant progress on your website. I've looked at all of them. You guys need to work on this. At least put in your sources of information, even if it's just the URL. I just want to know that you are working on this. I'm going to be asking Ms. Roman if there was any problem with students focusing or your behavior in class. If you need help, ask Vince. I'm putting Vince up as a volunteer because I've seen that he knows how to do the work. You can ask Ms. Roman, you can ask a group leader or a classmate. If you need to, you can message me on Schoology. Please focus. Don't waste time doing something that isn't important. So if you're just following links or you're getting distracted by pictures or you're spending too much time on putting pictures, try to refocus and just get the job done. Again, I'm going to be looking at your websites. So please show me you are working on it. Okay, thank you and good luck.